This morning, we want to introduce you to one of 4 local athletes competing in Paris. GAD student Antonio Chen is making his Olympic debut in foil fencing. He's going to represent his home country of Taiwan. Let's check back in now with Cheryl in Paris. Cheryl, fencing looks so fun, but it is extremely hard to do.
So difficult, no doubt. Team USA, by the way, crushing it in fencing right now. We just got a gold and silver in the women's individual foil. Did you know we have Olympic fencers in Atlanta? So the morning show decided we should take a lesson, and we found out it is a lot harder than it looks.
Fence.
Sounds simple. Touch your opponent with your foil before they touch you, but Olympic level fencing requires just as much brain power as athletic ability.
People call it physical chess, and it's really a sport where not only you have to have the physicality, but also have the brains for it. You are always thinking, you're never bored.
Just have fun.
So Chesley, Aisha, Crash, and I decided to try this game of physical chess.
Un guard.
But first we have to learn the basics. Fencing's all about acting and reacting in fractions of seconds, which is why our first test was trying to catch a falling glove.
Ready?
Okay.
Moving in slow motion. So next up, learning the proper footwork.
People don't realize it's not just about the weapon itself, the sword, the foil. What's important is actually your feet. That's what really determines whether or not you're actually going to hit someone.
1 retreat, 2 advances.
After our short lesson, the 4 of us gave it a go. We suited up in some protective but tight gear.
Yeah, have to be tight.
A little claustrophobic.
Fence.
Right away, we knew we weren't anywhere close to Olympic level fencing. Our opponent was 3-time Olympian Wally Moran and the owner of Lotus Fencing Academy. You're thinking of so many details while your legs and lungs burn.
And even though you're pushing yourself physically, you're so preoccupied with tactics and strategies that you kind of forget that maybe your legs are burning a little or that you're out of breath.
Look at Cheryl coming right at him.
My heart rate is 140 after 60 seconds of fencing.
For success in fencing, you have to be 100% perfect 100% of the time.
You want to go far? Don't forget anything.
Such fun, but so much harder than it looks. No doubt. I feel so inspired. I brought a foil today, somehow got that through security. You know, I was amazed how difficult it is. I'm watching it so much differently after that experience. Aisha, I'm wondering, we tried a bunch of different sports we're going to show people over the next 2 weeks. Where do you think fencing ranks in all the things we tried in terms of how hard it is?
You know, I want the people to know that we have more of these stories coming, but Cheryl, you started with the most difficult one. We had such a hard time with fencing, and I still hear Coach Wally in my head. On guard. I don't know if my movement was right. Hopefully he's watching this morning. All right, Cheryl, fantastic. Glad you got that through security. Good work, Preheim. Stay with us. We'll be right back.